Namaskar. So I'm here to talk about Sadhguru today and how my path led me towards him. In today's scenario, there's no way I can even think one day or one moment without him. But the path started, I clearly remember the day. So I was in the 7th semester of my architecture. It's in the year 2015. It was June or July. It was my internship semester. So I was doing my internship in Ahmedabad. I was there in the office working, and whenever my boss is not over there, so I used to scroll the YouTube and do different things. So that day I was just surfing on the YouTube, something or the other, and suddenly I see a suggestion on the right hand side. Most of you have found Sadhguru in the same way, so you might connect to this. So I found a suggestion saying that Sadhguru with Anupam Kher. So this was a recent interview which happened between them. So it popped up and it was 2 hours. Now, one thing about me was I was a perfect obedient atheist at that time. I was so scientific about my approach towards life and I was really very logical. So me and spirituality or me and religion was completely opposite. I come from a family which is a bit religious and it has its own rituals and stuff. I used to do that just to make my parents happy that okay, our son is doing something, or else I was never really involved into it. But I always had this instinct in me that in the Indian culture, apart from any other religion, Indian culture has something much more deep to it. So on that day, I clearly remember this, I clicked on it. So I started the video. I saw 5-10 minutes of it. After that my boss came. But it seemed to be a bit different. The angle of spirituality which I had always heard about, it was completely missing. And there was a logical and a scientific approach in the smallest of the things. In the first 5-10 minutes, I could figure out that something is attracting me towards this person. So I saw the entire video. And till date, I remember one dialogue which literally blew me off. It was like this: if you are lonely when you are alone, then you are definitely in a bad company. And at that time, I was staying alone in Ahmedabad. It punctured my ego. After that, I started seeing more of his videos. Not too often, once in a week or twice in a week, 1 or 2 videos. Looking at the title, the heading of the video, if that is interesting, I'll see that. Then my architecture got completed. 2 years, the same thing continued. Then I went to Canada for my further studies. There, I don't know what happened. I used to stay alone. And there were no parents, so you don't feel ashamed of doing meditation or stuff. Because I, being a totally non-spiritual guy, if I had started doing my meditation over here, then it would be strange on my part and also strange for my parents. So I never thought about it also. Once I went to Canada, there was nobody to see what I was doing and what I was not doing. And I was open and I was honest to myself. So I started watching all of his videos, every single video of his. In the YouTube channel of Sadhguru and the YouTube channel of Isha Foundation. In 4 to 6 months, I completed each and every video of both the channels. One thing which I did was that I started accepting my own mistakes. If I used to get angry or sad or this or that, anything, if I would talk badly to some person, I would just think that that is my mistake. That's it. From pointing out mistakes of others, I just turned to pointing out mistakes of my own self. With this, I started to do meditation. Meditation means I would just close my eyes, sit with crossed legs and sounds of Isha, many chants of it and many meditation sounds of it. I would just play it and I'll just sit. First day, I still remember this. I could not sit for 5 minutes. But slowly and steadily, in 6 to 8 months, I got to a point where I don't know what is meditation and how deep I was in those meditations, but I sat till 1.5 hours each day. And this started to shift something in me. And in the meanwhile, I bought the book Inner Engineering and I started reading it. I would make a separate video on my experiences with the Inner Engineering book and what it has done to me. But the Inner Engineering book has small sadhanas which everybody can perform in their day-to-day lives. I started this sadhanas also. And with that, the meditation was going on. I was in the city Ottawa in Canada. I got the news that first ever Inner Engineering program in Ottawa is going to happen on the day which is the last day of my college. I registered for it. My experiences on the Inner Engineering will be in the next video. So this is the journey of me with Sadhguru. From completely a person who is in architecture, music, arts, science, physics, photography, and from that to following a person, a spiritual person. For that shift to happen, the person whom I was following had to be of some substance. I was sure that there is something more to Sadhguru than just what you see in the YouTube videos, and I wanted to know that. So I joined the inner engineering program, and it completely changed my life. After that came BSP, then Shunya, then recently I did the Samyama, Hatha Yoga programs. So each and every videos I will be making and posting it. The little I know and I have experienced, I try to put it out and try to convince you that you can also go and have it. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you like this video. In the next video, we will be talking about the inner engineering book and my experiences about it. So if you would like to read the book before seeing that video, or you would like to share your experiences of Sadhguru or watching his videos, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.